Welcome to another episode of Hip Hop Hoops Podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Ighodaro.
And I'm your co-host, Chris Blackwood. What up, what up, what up, what up? Let's go.
Listen, man, we want to thank everybody who's been supporting us. Continue to keep supporting us.
Yup.
Continue to keep subscribing on YouTube, man. Let's get those numbers up.
Let's get them up,
those
man.
subscribers up. Follow us on Instagram. You know, show some love on Instagram. Holla at us, you know, on Instagram as well. And shout out Tidal League.
Distant cousins, man. Emoji fingers. Sorry if you don't have a iPhone. You know how that goes, man. I don't know if do they even have emoji fingers on Android? No disrespect, man. No disrespect.
But let's start, man. James Harden.
Yo.
Let's start with James Harden. James Harden was in the news.
Yeah.
He's trying to get out of Philly.
So
now
out.
We understand why. There's some context behind why he's been trying to get out of Philly. Everybody was like, yo, like, what are you doing? Like, just stay there. That's the best fit for you.
Right.
And he just wants to get out. So it comes, he went to China on his China tour, whatever, with Adidas.
With Adidas, yeah.
Yes. And he's out there, and now he just came up and straight up said it. Like, yo, Daryl Morey is a liar.
Wow.
He said Daryl Morey is a liar. He said it two times. And he said, I'll never play for that. I'll never play for him again.
Crazy.
What is your thoughts?
You know, it's business, not personal. You know what I mean? This is the business of the NBA. I feel like James Harden is not the same James Harden no more. You know what I mean? He opted into the contract. I get it. And I bet my bottom dollar that Daryl Morey said, opt in, you're going to get your money. You know what I mean?
So so what you think? Daryl Morey said, hey, opt in, and then we'll give you the max?
Yeah. Who knows what he said?
Or we'll trade you?
He had to say something along the lines of, we'll give you the max. You know what I mean? They'll work stuff out and he'll get
opt
the max.
in, and then we'll give you the max.
I have a feeling that's what James Harden was probably thinking. You know what I mean?
Right.
I hope maybe these discussions were happening low-key during the playoffs. You know what I mean? And when Daryl Morey seen his game, 5, 6, and 7 performance in the fourth against Boston?
He had one good game, right?
I think so.
The game where Joel Embiid didn't play and they won.
Right. But there was a stretch where he didn't score in the fourth quarter.
Right.
A stretch of games. Right,
okay.
So I think after that, they're more like, nah,
you're my man, but
I can't, man. We got Maxey,
keep giving you the max.
You know, and Flip, Coach Nurse is there now, so I know James don't want to do no work, man. He's running from Philly, man.
I wonder how Nurse feels.
Oh, he wants him out, probably, yo. Nurse is already telling players on the team, you know, you could be just like Pascal.
Because Nurse is a defensive guy.
He is, man.
He's a defensive guy,
and he plays the shit out of his players, man. He's gonna go with probably 7 men playing 30+ minutes a game. You know,
Maxey's gonna have to step up some more.
Yeah, and Maxey's still on that rookie contract, man. So they're not trying to give him an extension yet, man.
Well, I'm surprised they haven't offered it to him yet.
I think they got Tobias on payroll. They got James on payroll. They can't afford him. So get him on the cheap right now. But we'll see what happens.
So what does Philadelphia do right now? Do they trade James Harden? He wants to go to the Clippers.
Right.
Now, apparently, he made a statement or something saying that he'll play for anybody. Like, just get him out of there. What do you do if you're Philadelphia?
I let him sit, bro.
You let him sit?
Sit for that year. You know what I mean? See if he comes to training camp, pause. You know what I mean? And then if he doesn't,
is he gonna put the fat man suit on?
Put that fat man suit on, violate your contract. We get you for another year, and bro, this is like Ben. I feel it for Joel Embiid. This is like the Ben Simmons saga all over again.
And James Harden has been just jumping. Like, he left Houston,
forced his way out.
He forced his way out of Houston. Then comes to Brooklyn.
Right.
He's not too happy with Kyrie or whatever the situation is.
Forces his way out.
Right. Now he's in Philadelphia.
He's trying to force his way out.
And now he's trying to force his way out. He seems like a runner. Like, he doesn't want
like
that
grind. No disrespect. No disrespect. Because I know, you know, shout out my man Antwi, rock with him heavy, and you know what I mean?
I love James Harden.
He does his thing.
I love James
Harden. He's going to be he's a top 75, I believe.
No, he's not top 75.
Oh, he's not top 75 yet?
No, but he's going to be a Hall of Famer.
He's going to be a Hall of Famer for sure.
And he'll be in the next group of guys. He's a very influential player, man.
But he's not a winner, fams. That's just the bottom line. So when I opened up by saying it's business, it's not personal. You know,
what is your thoughts with Jeff Teague? Shout out Jeff Teague, man. I like his podcast.
Hilarious.
Man. His storytelling is incredible.
Hilarious.
Well, what do you feel what he said about James Harden and Dwayne Wade? He feels that James Harden is a better player than Dwayne Wade. What is your thoughts? Because he said rings don't matter to him.
Did I not say he's hilarious? You know what I'm saying? Shout out Chef D, man. Hilarious though, man. But that was outlandish. Yeah. Stop it. D Wade would annihilate James Harden. And he got the rings to prove it, man.
D Wade got 4. Before LeBron.
Yeah, and with LeBron. So
yeah.
Nah, James Harden is the truth, but his
he got 3. Sorry, he got 3.
His style of play doesn't equal winning. And that's just the
Kobe Bryant said that a long time ago. Rest in peace, Kobe. He said that James is going to have to change his style of play if he wants to win.
Facts.
Kobe said that.
It's just the bottom line.
Right? So I don't know, man.
You know what I
mean? I'm seeing these guys where they're just trying to I don't think Dame is trying to force his way out, but he's disgruntled and wants to leave.
Right.
We're seeing more of this. And usually players get their way.
They do. It's a players' league. But we'll see. If James even gets his wish and goes to the Clippers, what are the Clippers gonna have to give up? You know what I mean?
Because Daryl Morey has been tough to negotiate with. He's not gonna just take anything.
He's a tough cookie with it, man. So we'll see, man. But it's unfortunate, man. James, you should have cut when you had a chance. You had an opportunity to opt out.
He signed back with
You know what I mean? So
he signed back with them.
He knew that the market, there's nothing out there. Nobody wants him. No one's gonna pay him.
They're not gonna. He's an aged player. They're not gonna give a lot for him.
Yeah. So unfortunate for you, fams. It's business. It's not personal, man.
Right. Got you. So Rick Barry, he was in the news and he was talking about. He was on the pod. I'm not sure if she has a podcast, but she has a very popular Instagram. Joy Deanangela. She's dope.
Shout out Joy Deanangela. Yeah, she dope. She dope.
She does a lot of good stuff, you know. So she had interviewed Rick Barry, and she's saying that, you know, the new generation players, they're very disrespectful on how they talk about the old school players and calling them plumbers and all that other stuff, firefighters. You know, meaning like apparently back in the day, like.
But
they didn't have just one job.
Yeah, they're not wrong.
Yeah,
they had other jobs.
But you know they're trying to be funny with it.
Right, they're trying to be funny with it.
So how Rick Barry laughed and said, "No, let's just stop it right there."
Right.
And he basically said, "If we had, you know, all the technology today,
Facts.
How would we be?
Right,
we'd be better than you guys."
Facts. It's just a fact, though. The elders have more heart than the youngins.
Yeah,
that's just the bottom line, man.
I can't argue with that.
I work with youth. I see as soon as a little adversity hits, they're crying to their mama.
They're cracking.
You know what I mean? No disrespect. They're crying to their mom. Like they just fold.
Yo, even with my kids, like we're doing drills in the morning. So every time we start the practice, we usually start with ball handling.
Yeah.
So with the ball handling drills, I'm telling guys like bend your knees.
Right.
They can't even bend their for after when we only do for 30 seconds. We'll pound the ball 30 seconds. We'll do left 30 seconds.
And
I mean 20 seconds
Knees
in,
shaking.
They're ready to like, my back, my knee, and they fold.
Sucks, man.
They're always tired.
Yeah,
they break. So I get what you're saying.
I just say that the difference is thicker skin, maybe, like just lack of heart at the moment. Like everything's kind of given to them.
Right.
This new era is way more skilled.
Yes.
Way more skilled.
Yeah.
But the jumping of the ship, LeBron started. You know what I mean? Everybody's doing it. A little adversity. They like to create narratives for themselves. There's a lot that the new era does.
And I don't look at just being more skilled that you're greater. Like I don't look at it like that. Like skilled, you got to have the heart. You got to have the combination with it. Like LeBron is skilled. He has toughness, right? It's a combination, right?
Yeah.
So people, when they're like, "Oh, well, today's era, they can dribble the ball better." That doesn't mean that you're better because you can dribble the ball better, right? Skill is skill. Talent is talent. You got to have some dog in you. Yeah. And that's what the old school players, they got. Jordan is a dog.
They're all dogs, bro.
Yeah, he's a dog.
You feel me?
Like we're talking Rick Barry sitting there and be like, "Man, listen, Like, give me the like some plyometrics and some, some we could fly in, private jets. Give me all that and the good sneakers.
Remember,
and see what kind of
they
player
were flying couch. They were flying with the public. Like,
yes.
Come on, man. They were doing a lot, man.
Washing their own jerseys.
Smoking cigarettes. Drinking, smoking cigars.
Wearing Chuck Taylors and sneakers.
On, man. And still giving man's 40.
And still giving guys 40.
So their careers were shorter, but, stop it, man. I got to go with the elders with this one, I hear Kendrick Perkins saying, you got to respect the youngins. Yeah, we do. We respect them 1,000%.
Yeah.
But they lack heart, and they always look for they look for the easy way out, trying to stack runs and stuff, man.
I agree with you. I think that today, we've heard things where they say, well, Michael Jordan had super teams.
No, he didn't.
Bro.
He had a super system.
Like Steve Kerr, that's what you want to compare it to saying he's on the man. Steve Kerr, Will Perdue, Horace Grant, BJ Armstrong. Right. Those are guys that are considered super teams.
And don't forget Luke Longley, John Paxson.
John Paxson. That's a super team.
On, bro. Stop
they
it, man.
three-peated with that. And then we can go to
Ron Harper.
We can go to the newer three-peat where Horace Grant left.
Yeah, they had Kukoc, Rodman. Harper.
Rodman didn't give you anything offensively. People say, well, Rodman is the greatest defensive player. He gave you 0 on the offensive end. He didn't even look at the basket.
Anything he gave offensively was a bonus.
Super So all he did was rebound like crazy, play defense. Cool. He gave you nothing
real
offensively.
Talk, he got into those superstar heads. Pause.
Yeah.
Like the Sean Kemps of the world took him out the game.
Karl Malone
twice took him out the game.
He was a great defender.
He was
a great defender.
Real talk,
but we're talking about if games are going to 90, 80, 90, where's the scoring coming from? MJ got to be the greatest scorer and then the best defender or one of the best defenders.
No, shout out Phil Jackson in that triangle offense. It worked, man. Because he can copy and paste. He copied and pasted it for those two repeats.
But let's give credit to Tex Winners.
Oh, for sure. Rest in peace,
I think Phil is more of a motivator.
Yeah.
I think Phil and Calipari remind me of each other. They're great motivators.
Right. You have to have that assistant that gives you the X and the O's.
They can get the personalities to work.
Right.
Right. That's what he can do. I look at Calipari. I think Coach K is a better X and O coach. He can coach. Calipari gets outcoached a lot. If you look at NCAA games and tournaments, he gets outcoached a lot.
Yeah. He'll motivate the heck out of you.
But he'll motivate you.
Push the right
buttons. He will get you right. And he'll get you ready for that league. Right. So but I agree with you. The players today are not as tough as the players back in the day. Right. I totally agree with you on that one. So, Kevin Garnett, he was in the news and he was talking about Booker should be the go-to guy over Kevin Durant.
Right.
What is your thoughts?
Oh, I kind of agree. I kind of agree.
Well, it looked like that in the playoffs.
It did look like that in the playoffs, even though KD was efficient as he was super efficient, like always. But KD's a little different. You can give him 12 shots a game, and he'll figure out a way to make that 30, same way. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think he's been in the league for so long now.
I think 14, 15 years coming up. I think it's 15 years.
Let's keep it a buck now, man. It's okay to give KD his flowers and just let him hoop now. You know what I mean? Without expectation.
I'm a
same with
KD
LeBron.
guy. I'm a KD guy, but Booker just looked like the better player in the playoffs.
Add Bradley Beal to that. Yeah. And I see you, Ayton, playing with Bahamas, doing your thing. I'm just saying, he's going to be ready. He's going to be ready. This Phoenix team, the expectations is going to be out this roof.
But they don't really have expectations because nobody thinks they're going to win. No,
stop it. They have expectations.
If you look on TV and all these, media outlets, they got Lakers and a lot of other teams better than them. Lakers, Denver, the Bucks, the Celtics. I don't know
why the Lakers are in there.
Well, I'm just saying, if you
baffles
look at
me, bro.
If you look at a lot of people don't consider the Suns special at all. They don't think it's going to work. They have no point guard. I think they said Bradley Beal's going to play point.
Yeah, they should have never got rid of Payne, man.
I agree with you.
You know what I mean? Payne could have definitely thing. But I think it's for playing time purposes, man. Beal needs
maybe they'll get John Wall. I don't know. I'm just saying they need a point guard. Bradley Beal's not a point guard. I don't know how that's gonna work. It's all three shooters, scorers. So I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see, man.
As far as what KG said, I'm not mad at it. Booker's efficiency was through the roof when he was playing in the playoffs against the Clippers and against they were the only team to get 2 games off of Denver.
Right.
But I look at Kevin Durant and I tell people this, his game hasn't been the same as far as explosiveness and quickness since he tore his Achilles.
Right.
He's way more of a shooter, stand still. I mean, not like a shooter.
Right.
He can't get to the basket as easy as he used to.
Right. His mid-range game is still
there.
Yeah,
but again, when you get to the playoffs and things get rough, you got to get to that basket, get to the line, you know, and he can't really do that. If you look at old footage of him at Golden State,
right,
it's just a totally different player.
Right.
And he hasn't been like that since he's played from Brooklyn till now. He's still effective because he can shoot and he's so skillful. But when things get real grimy and gritty, you've seen KD struggle more.
Right.
And it never used to be like that. When he was playing with the Cavs, I mean, when they played against the Cavs in the finals, when they played against Golden State Warriors, when he was with the Thunder, you can see he just did whatever he wanted to do. Got to the basket. And mind you, he was younger then too.
But that's the thing. He was younger.
Yeah. But when he came back from the Achilles, from Brooklyn, I was like, he's just not the same. I can tell. I can see it.
I'll give you that. But let's just say Phoenix wins the chip.
Right.
You know what I mean? Is it going to be... It's hard the way I want to word it is like, yo, can KD consider himself like, oh, I got this chip on my own? When he had to stack the deck again?
I just don't think, but that's just the way it is nowadays. Like you said, this is the new age way it is. Like the Lakers, are they not stacked? Is Boston not stacked? Like teams are stacked. Like Denver, I'm not saying that they're super stacked.
I mean,
but they
Boston,
got a couple stars.
Boston, that was off of they drafted.
Yeah, they drafted
their 2 superstars.
They got Porzingis now.
Right? Golden State drafted their guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? KD jumped ship to ship. That's
just the way it is nowadays.
Shout out LeBron. Thank you.
That's just the way. That's just the way things are now, and how guys who won it on their own in this generation. Nobody. Like
Steph
never won it on his own. He had Clay, and then
they were all drafted there.
And I know, but when you're saying win on your own,
he did.
That's not on his own. He had Clay.
Clay was a shell of himself.
No,
against the Boston Celtics.
No,
Wiggins helped him.
Yeah, Wiggins was there.
I mean, Draymond. He had one good series.
What about the other times?
Looney did his thing. Like,
but what about the other times when they played? When they won championships? The first championship.
Yeah.
Clay's there.
Yeah.
Draymond's there.
Yeah.
Because this is the thing that I don't like. Right. We'll say Draymond is a Hall of Famer when we're trying to compare him to like your favorite player.
Right.
But then on the other end, we like, Draymond ain't nothing, man.
Right.
Draymond he is not considered nothing. He's gonna go in the Hall of Fame, bro. He's gonna be a Hall of Fame player. That's 3 Hall of Famers on one team. Clay's going, Steph's going, Draymond's going.
Right.
Regardless if we don't like him or not, or his style of play, he's gonna go.
Quadruple single.
Quadruple single. Right. He's going down as a Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
and that's just a fact.
He will.
So Steph been on good teams. He's never nobody in this generation has done it on their own. They don't do it like how it is back in the day. If we're gonna say homegrown, that's fine.
think that's the way you. That is considered. That's equivalent to winning on your own if it's homegrown.
But then he has 2.
He has 2.
He has 2.
Right.
Non-homegrown because he got KD in there.
That's true too. I'll give you that.
So
I'll give you that. But
that's what I mean.
What brought it full circle for Steph is he won without KD, then he won 2 with KD, and everybody said it was over because KD's out. The best player's gone.
Right.
He got another one. Homegrown, still in Golden State.
Well, yeah. So with homegrown, but he got Wiggins over there. And Wiggins was hooping.
Come on, man.
Wiggins was hooping.
He was hooping.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Wiggins
He was an all-star that year. That was an all-star season.
Yeah.
But, nobody was looking at Wiggins as that.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
I knew he was going to be effective because he's a third or fourth option.
We know what Wiggins is about. You know what I mean? And he wasn't a third, fourth option. He was a second option.
Well, in that finals,
in that finals, definitely.
I agree. Even I would even say within that playoff run.
Yeah, because he was the second option.
He guarded the best wing, and he scored.
And he gave them the business.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I
shout out Wiggins, man. I seen he did his camp with his crew and his organization at Brampton Playground there.
Oh, okay,
it looks super dope.
Nice.
My niece left with an award. So
with an award?
Yeah. Some hustle type award. See you, Lanaya. Cool, no?
So, Jane and Finch Classic. We want to shout out Jane and Finch Classic.
Oh, man. It was a movie
dope.
That was a movie. So many plot twists.
That was one of the best tournaments I've been to in a while. Best AU tournaments. I'm not going to lie. We got to shout out Chippy for doing a phenomenal job.
Mm-hmm.
Playground Durham was incredible facility. Shout out Sam.
You better give out some gas cards next time, B. Yeah, real talk, man, to the teams, man.
That's a long drive.
That's a long drive from the West.
But this was one of the better tournaments that I've seen in a long time. We got to give Chippy his flowers for doing his thing. 180. We went from 20 teams, 16 teams to 180 teams. It's the 45th annual.
Yep.
It's just incredible to see the talent that's been running through this, and it's still coming. Now we got teams coming from everywhere. Yeah. Montreal, Ottawa,
Arizona.
Shout
out Simcoe. I seen a Simcoe
team. United.
All that.
We gotta shout out this guy, man. He's bringing them in, and it's a great competition.
Right.
He has the girl side as well.
Right.
He has different age groups. So I just want to give Chippy his flowers for this tournament. It was amazing. It was very organized. It was clean. We had a little hiccup though with the AU scene. What are your thoughts with that?
You can cut that tension with a knife.
Yes.
It was dope, man. Just look out for that episode.
Listen,
I don't mind it. It's supposed to be like that, man. You're gonna compete. You gotta compete. Compete, man. Real talk.
Canada Elite, they spoke a little bit too early.
It didn't age well.
It didn't age well.
In the moment, it was tough.
It was tough because Kamani gave them that 35.
Yeah.
He was cooking them boys.
Yeah.
And then that wasn't pool play though.
Right. Yeah. But we knew it was great for TV and for the fans, because I think the whole building knew, the whole tournament knew those two teams. There was a very high chance that they were gonna meet each other in the final,
right.
Which they did. So,
and it was great. It was must see TV.
I know the boy Mike George was like, "Yo, Blackwood, don't let them see us in the final."
Yeah,
he was ready. I don't know what kind of motivation speech he gave to his guys, but they were ready, man.
Yeah, we got to shout out Miles Sadler.
Oh, man.
Miles Sadler's a problem. He's a problem.
You know what I mean? It's because I guess when they say when you're not around, they forget about you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. He's been away for like 5 years, just about in the States. So yeah, he put everybody on notice.
Yeah, we got
everybody on notice.
We shout out Noah George as well, his son too.
Yeah.
He was hooping all weekend. But we got to shout out AZ Unity. They won 2 chips.
Right.
What age groups was they?
It was U15, U16.
U15, U16. They did their thing.
Yeah.
They won the chip, man. Yeah. They're the champs. They can talk, man.
Yeah, you can talk your shit now, man.
Canada Elite, man. Catch them next year.
Yeah, and they'll be ready.
Yeah, they'll be ready.
You know what I mean? Shout out Zane. You know what I mean? Andre. Kamani. There's a bunch of them, man.
They got hoopers. They got Tristan hoopers. Beckford. They got they're still gonna have Afosa is gonna be able to still play with them.
Yep.
Next year. Yep. So they got some guys with them for sure. And that's a hell of a program, Canada Elite. Right. I love it. I would love to see Canada Elite, AZ Unity, and I would love to see my dream team to enter that tournament next year. You know who I'm gonna say. You play. No,
they'll be there.
I hope you play can enter this tournament next year.
And Mr. Dwayne Washington, yes. He
shout out Dwayne Washington, man.
Yes, sir.
Bring your team you play to this tournament.
They're gonna be there. They're gonna bless a lot of tournaments. Man. A lot of on Canadian soil.
I would love to see that, man.
Definitely.
And listen, ain't nothing wrong with some friendly trash talking. Let's just not get personal.
They never get personal with
Let's
it, man.
not get it. Let's not get personal. Everybody's growing.
We don't know
Everybody
how.
is doing their thing.
Sometimes Finch man just take it a little too personal. Sometimes that's what we do. Sometimes
it's okay,
man.
but let's
we go below the belt. Pause.
Let's not get personal, guys. We're doing this for the kids. It's all about the kids. It's all about the kids, man. So I hope to see Canada Elite next year. AZ Unity and you play in these tournaments. Ooh. Listen, Finch tournament. I can't even wait, man. I can't wait for next summer, man.
46. Yes. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice.
Okay, moving along. Tory Lanez, man.
Free Tory, man.
This
is
is
a lot of the Megan supporters be in my DMs and stuff just because I'm like supporting Tory. I really don't think he did it. Like there was 4 people in that whip. 3 out of the 4, you know, somebody pulled that trigger. You know what I mean? And
you just don't believe Tory did.
Not at Megan. I think he busted the gun in the air. Bap, bap, bap. You know what I mean? I'm waiting. I'm honestly waiting. 3-4 years from now, he's gonna rub some time. There's gonna be footage from somebody's home security camera where that took place. I know everybody has home security. The footage is out there. You know what I mean? Right. And it's going to be released. I think when Megan's career dies down a bit, you know what I mean? And Tory gets a little bit more, he rubs a little bit more time. You're going to see. You're going to see, man. I still don't believe it, man. No disrespect to Kelsey, but I didn't
see 10 years. I feel it, man. Like maybe he can get, transferred over to Canada,
right,
and do his time over here,
right. That'll be dope. I think but regardless, I think after he rubs the time, he's gonna get deported regardless. No,
he's gonna get reported regardless. Yeah.
So it's unfortunate, man.
Like to me, if you know something, you should speak.
As a hip hop artist,
because you listen, man,
you don't want to be a snitch.
Nah, but he don't play that. He's not in that lane. He's not in. He don't live by those codes, the street code, and street politics and rules.
Right.
Listen, I'm a civilian. You catch me, I'm telling. Right. I don't care. I ain't going. I'm not sitting in jail. If he knows that Kelsey shot Megan, bro, speak
or shot at.
I think
was it the fragment? It wasn't a bullet.
No, it was the fragment.
It was the fragments that hit her, right?
You got to speak up.
Come on, man.
Because you're going to do 10 years?
Because 1, it makes it look like the man has no aim. And 2, he's doing 10 years for having no aim.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not...
If you don't get 10 years, you might have shot her.
You should have shot her right through the foot. Like, you should have hit her. You know what I mean? But a lot of people be like, oh, well, he apologized for doing it.
He didn't apologize.
Nice try, guys.
Yeah, he didn't apologize.
He was apologizing to Kelsey about 1, cheating on her, and 2, cheating on her for her best friend. That's what all this argument's about, man. That's what he's apologizing about. I see, Charlamagne and them like, no, well, he apologized for her.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
That's why he made that statement, because he probably heard that.
Yeah, man. Don't do that.
I didn't apologize. He's still saying he's
DJ
innocent.
Vlad, don't do that.
And again, if he's innocent, man, like you can't. Are you gonna do 10 years for if you knew that you were innocent? You gonna speak the truth?
I got kids at home. Are you crazy?
Yeah, like he got a little son. He's gonna lose. He gonna lose millions sitting in there.
10 years, man.
Brampton's finest. He got 10 years.
Yeah.
Do you feel that 10 years was too much?
I think so. I mean, I don't really know the gun laws in California, and I guess it's probably they don't play around.
No, they definitely don't play around,
right? But he didn't deserve 10 years for that, man. There has to be worser cases. You know what I mean? Like actual attempted murder cases in California where man's probably got a 5 or something like that. You know what I mean? I could be wrong, but
I think because it's a state case, I think he'll do less time. But the biggest thing is Tory Lanez guilty of this? Like, there's still people that feel like he's not guilty.
Yeah, like there was 3 other people in the whip other than Megan.
Just the whole thing with me is though, if Tory Lanez, like you can't sit in jail for somebody else, or if somebody else did this, like you gotta speak up and say what it is. You don't live by those rules. You don't live by that code. So Don't focus like, oh, if I say something, I'm gonna be considered a snitch. You don't live by those rules.
Well, you know what? Even though he doesn't live by those rules, I think maybe, just maybe, you know what I mean? He's gonna rub the time. And because he was a stand-up guy with it, you know what I mean? Whoever's in the background gonna make sure he's right. You know what I mean? Make sure, there's a record deal waiting for him, or you know what I mean? He's gonna have a plethora of music.
Because they said he won't come. He's 30. They said he won't come out till he's maybe like 37-ish.
Right.
Around
And that's still fairly young. You know what I mean? Black don't crack. He'll be all right. He'll be all right in that sense. It's just his loyalty to those females, man. Deep down, he knows what happened.
Everybody knows what happened.
He knows what happened,
but you got to understand. Even if say he didn't shoot Megan, Megan has to stand by what she's saying.
Right.
If she doesn't, then they're gonna cancel her, and she'll never be able to make music again. They'll destroy her life.
Right.
Like the media will go for her.
Right.
So if she feels like it's like if she knows deep down like I didn't do it, damn, I can't let people know that this didn't happen.
While he's in
jail, I
jail,
gotta keep this narrative going.
While he's in jail, get your music, get those hits in, and you just fade to black.
You know one thing, man, I don't like, man. It seems like a lot of people are happy that Tory Lanez is in jail.
They believe he did it.
I seen some of the posts and they're like, yeah, good, yeah. And I'm just like, man, what y'all feel so great that this black man's going to jail like this.
Yeah, black father.
It's black father.
You know what I mean? No, well, some people think that he was moving too bud. You know what I mean? People
I think that's something too.
Yeah,
like he did have a Twitter post that kind of didn't age well.
Right.
Where he said something like, guys are I have people out here praying and hoping that I go to jail, and the joke's gonna be on them or something, or I'm not, or I'm at home, I'm not going to jail, something like that. So I think he was a little too confident.
Well, I think deep in his heart he knew he didn't do it.
Yeah, but if you didn't do it, then you got to say I didn't do it, and you got to say who did it.
Right.
You're a civilian, sir.
Right.
You're a civilian. I'm telling, Kelsey shot her.
Right.
I don't care. She shot her, not me.
Right. But they'll probably make a meme out of him.
Hey, make a meme. Make a meme. Because guess what?
That wouldn't age well.
Kelsey's at home, chilling.
She's married now, man.
She's married. She's moving on. She ain't thinking about you.
Right. Megan.
Megan done been through two, three different men. Yeah. She's moving on without you. She ain't
thinking about you.
She ain't thinking about you.
Only people thinking about you.
We still can't find a security guard. He's watching soccer games, gone.
Yeah, he's out.
So what are you going to do?
Right. It's crazy how he just magically just disappeared.
He disappeared.
You feel me? There's a lot behind this, man. And I personally think those security cameras in that high-end neighborhood where it all took place, it caught the footage. That footage is gonna get leaked maybe 3-4 years from now. I'm calling it from now, man.
I agree with you.
You know what I mean? 3-4
years
always from now.
Like that?
Yeah. And then he's gonna not guilty. You know what I mean? It's just gonna be a fact.
But then what happens when he sits in jail for all that time? That's a lawsuit.
So that's a lawsuit. That's all that. They'll probably say, all right, don't try and sue us or nothing. We'll let you come back to the country or something. Who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen, man? But free Tory, hold your head, and continue to make that great music, man. Just keep your mind right. Straight up.
Next episode, we're gonna talk about our hip hop turning 50. Sorry, 50 Cent. I want to talk about.
Yeah.
The concert.
Come on, man.
And that he sold over 1 million tickets.
Come on, man.
I want to talk about that.
And then that's the GOAT right there, man.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about that next episode on 50. Hip hop turning 50 years old.
Yes, sir.
And also we're gonna talk about some of the more beefs that were shaped hip hop forever and impacted hip hop forever. Some of the beefs.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
that'd be dope.
We're gonna talk about that.
That'd be dope.
Because this is something that's gonna shape hip hop forever.
Right.
Tory Lanez going to jail, for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
If he sits down there for 10 years. Either way it goes, if he has to sit down and do the whole 10 years, people are gonna say Tory was one of the what ifs.
Yeah.
He could have been one of the greats. Yeah. They say he's so talented. He is so talented.
Very.
So did it all go to waste? So are people gonna, listen to his music the same way when he comes out? Because now he's in jail. He did the time.
Y'all can't tell me that you guys don't have Tory Lanez in your playlist right now.
He should be.
Come on, man.
But are people going to take it in the same way? You know, people are, you got Megan fans or, he shot a woman.
Yo, listen, man. He, in that last album that he came out with,
right?
Everything's in there. This is almost like a movie, fams. Like everything, all the answers that you're looking for, taking his last album.
Right, you're right.
And everybody's just getting at him for that, saying, "Oh, you're using that traumatic situation to promote an album." But like, that's the only way he can get his message across. He's an artist.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So we'll see.
Shout out to Tory Lanez. Keep your head up, man.
Keep your head up, man.
That's it for me, man.
That's man. Just continue to grind, everybody, man, and continue to support hip hop groups, man. We're working. You know what I mean? That's gonna conclude it, man. Follow us on Instagram, man. Follow us on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. You know what I mean?
Get those
numbers up, man. Check our website. Book us. We're definitely a vibe, man.
Definitely a vibe.
You know what I mean? Turn up season, man.
Yes, sir.
Where hip hop meets hoops. We out.
Let's go.